Okay, that's looking good. Now, I did make a minor modification. Specifically. Well, actually, I can show off the majority of it. But the reason for it is I dropped the Havel's ring. So we're still at the just under 70% equip load. Actually, I thought I had... I messed around with this after I stopped messing around with it, and I don't remember what I had equipped for a little bit. It was something that had slightly better stats. It probably was the Dark Gloves. Whatever. And one of the reasons for it is I'm pretty sure that the Hollow Slayer sword is just the best one I have. I figured I'd also start calling it by its actual name rather than just referring to it as the Mirage Greatsword every time. Which is technically not accurate. Not to this one anyway. Okay. And somewhere along the lines, some of the stamina gains we have made have paid off. I don't remember which way I wanted to go here. Yeah, that don't look right. So I think I am headed the wrong direction. I don't know if these have the same reviving thing as in 1, I think it was, where if you kill them with either blunt or blessed, you're fine. But of course, my blunt weapon is also blessed, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, fuck you, game. Well, I see that if I get both of those on me, the answer is go fuck yourself. And I think we also saw the very first instance of a difference in poise there. The reason I say that is because we actually got knocked out of our attack. Now, I am kind of preferring to use the one-hand attack a little bit, just because it's faster and uses less stamina. Now, where? Ah, there we go. Boy, I sure do love hitboxes. So, I'm not even gonna bother. Okay, I thought there was more space there than there was. Huh. Neat. Oh, that's useful. That is a bonfire. The fuck was he throwing at me? Does that just not... Oh. Interesting. So the correct answer appears to be we really don't want to fuck around with too much in terms of the pots. Oh, fuck you, game. So, I'm going to guess that there is a necromancer here. And that is my issue. Now, it's possible the necromancer is also undead. Oh, that's a big rat. Now, doing some level of damage with the Blessed Cestus, Lustus, seems to be sufficient. Now, I've not noticed the ring doing much for me here, but... Fuck. Cool. Man, you know what would have made that real hell of a lot better? If any of the 5 times I clicked on him with him dead fucking center, it did fuck all. I don't feel like I'm really asking for much. I'm just asking for, if I take my hands off of the fucking rolling button, you to actually, you know, give a fuck. Huh. Been a while since we've seen, Wow, that's a pretty brutal one. Also, I don't know why the skeletons don't have very generous backstabs. When, you know, every other enemy that we've encountered. I mean, it could be related to hitbox shenanigans. Most enemies have had much more generous hitboxes than these skeletons. Why the fuck did I not get, the roll there? Like, I get... Yeah, we have a little stutter animation, but... Oh, it's because I slid down rather than falling. Fuck you, sliding animations. Once that breaks into that again, I think we... What? Oh. Was it because I killed that one last time? Is that what caused it to break apart? Is the... Ah, so it is related to the skeleton with the fancy hat. Good to know. Gonna have to make sure to kill all fancy hat skeletons from now on. Which, I mean, that's just good advice. The fancier the hat, the more, you know, the quicker you should make sure to kill them. Okay, so there does seem to be a limited range on that, but it also seems to be, for fucking ever. Now, I can't say for certain right now whether the Estus ring is really doing much for me. Just on the... basis of I don't think I've tended to let myself get low enough that the additional healing would matter. Yeah, these are just the standard ass sword ones, sword and shield ones. They're not that big a deal. The largest part of the deal for them is just that hidden part. One of the nice things with the Cestus is even if I do not manage to kill, the simple fact of the matter is... Hello, hole. Um, not that useful. The fuck was that? Oh, bone meal skeletons. Cool. Thank you, game, for showing me that so that I don't even consider dropping down there. So, do we have a way over there? Like, it looks like there should be, but... no. Which is a shame, because we can see some items over there. And again, we also saw that there was a bonfire over there. So I think it's just the ones with skeletons sticking out. But like, these would be fine. But that one probably has some lost souls. These have lost souls. These have lost souls, but these are fine. But that's, again, based off an assumption. Yeah, we don't have anything that really does good damage against those. And it doesn't matter if I drop down there or not. There's bone meal skeletons over here anyway. Yeah, even the thrust isn't particularly an improvement. Well, one nice thing about dropping down over here is that the... Where the hell did my souls drop anyway? Did I already pick them up? Did I die again and I just... Oh no, I died again. Yeah, that's it. Or I didn't? Huh. Oh yeah, this shithead. Okay, so the Cestus's hit stun seems to be very inconsistent. Or he had hyper armor, and he actually has poise. Oh, fuck you, game. One of the nice things is it seems like if we get souls or if we get an item, enemies stay dead. Also, for the record here, I had actually where this goes up backwards and thought we were popping up on the other side. Now, personally, I do rather like... Oh, more ashes for, I don't... Oh, the handmaid. I was gonna say I don't know her name, but I don't know that I've been given a name. Huh. So? Apparently rolling also works. Neat. Now, I don't have an idea. Ah. Oh, shit. Did I just not notice crabs in here before? Now, the actual skeleton ball doesn't seem to do that much damage. Oh, fuck yes. Large shard. I think that's useful for... I was gonna say my broadsword, but I've not been using the broadsword. I'm not even real sure I want it equipped. It's marginally faster, but... This really feels like one of those where it should have a switch of some kind. But I suppose that would also make you susceptible to the big skeleton ball up there. Now this one we can just run past, but... Oh. Fighting in hallways is way more fucking trash in this game than it ever was. Oh, yeah. With, with poise being fake, these enemies are way worse than they used to be. Since at least you formerly could just rock a fatty set and not give a shit about him. I mean, the damage is not god-awful or anything? Huh. Yeah, I think that's just all slimes coming down, so... And that's going to be very difficult to run up with Skeleman. So yeah, if that slam was a little bit easier to get going without... that's not what I want. if it, you know, would work consistently with anything other than a forward roll. Ah, I had not noticed this particular avenue. So the jump is very good against the crystal lizards. I do like the flailing even those make when they fall off. So this is definitely a trap. There's definitely a million skeletons in here. I do like the Halloween-ass... Oh. Where does this lead? Looks familiar. Ah! Excellent. It just leads to the, to this part, and we can come up. Kill this skeleton. Which kills that, and then we can mosey back to the bonfire. Now the bonfire is going to be a little bit of a pain to get back safely from. I think if we wait for it to return... I do kind of wish the Hatman stayed dead. I understand why they don't. That would probably make it a little bit too easy, but... Wait a second. That's not actually the way I wanted to go. I don't have my bearings down for this area, so... Okay, no rats are following us. Here I'm mostly trying to just use the range to cause a little bit of hit stun. Just having a hell of a time doing it. Oh, Henri.
Oh, hello. We meet again. Have you seen Horace anywhere?
Nope.
Oh, yes. I see. I've searched high and low, with no luck. Perhaps he's left the catacombs. Oh, Horace. Where have you run off to?
Well, you know, Henri, I think I know one of the issues. It's that...
Oh,
Well, one of the things Henri said to us last time is that he would leave prism stones to where he was. Guess what we have seen neither hide nor hair of. If you guess prism stones, you win nothing. The same thing that Henri has been leaving. And yes, I know that the voice actor says Henri. I also know that I am far preferring to use the French pronunciation of Henry rather than Henri, or Henry, which doesn't sound like a name to me. So this feels like there's going to be a skeleton somewhere. I am kind of amazed we've not run into enemies. I do like that the reflected lighting sometimes looks like it is an item. Also that there's actually paths between most of these. Oh. Huh. Oh, I guess... Are bone pots not actually the source of those souls? I'd been so averse to rolling into them under a false premise. So like that one I think is. But I'm wrong. Fuck, I don't know. I mean, this feels like a boss arena of sorts, so... Obviously there's going to be enemies here eventually. Ah. So I will say, one thing I don't get is why the camera goes so shitty if you are not locked on to somebody. Yeah, that's about the only real question I have about this area. Okay. That's good to know. Oh. Huh. I hadn't noticed the goblet. That's definitely not curse. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So what boss are we fighting here? Hopefully it's a good one. Oh. It moved us. Now there's very limited light here. So I am not gonna lie, one of the first things I'm noticing here is that this boss actually has health. Well, had help. Breaking those things, which, I mean, that was pure ass chance. That was just extremely luck on my part. I mean, I'll need to see how many Estus I used, but I don't think it was very much, and most of that was the skeletons, not the boss. Now, admittedly, my damage did not let the boss do that much. I didn't see much because I was just hyper-focusing on the bracelets. But okay, so from the last bonfire, I used a total of 3. I think I used 1 on the boss. Well, let's turn in those ashes. Let's see what they got us. See also. So what I was doing there was actually I was going to equip a torch.
Welcome home, speak. Farewell, Ashen.
Ah, how gracious. Passing fine ash thou hast given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new...
Okay, so more embers. Theoretically, I should probably have purchased this by now, but, you know. Is what it is. Oh, Undead Legion armor. I wonder if this is the, a fair bit like that Farron set. I'd be a lot, not Farron set, the, fucking... No, it is Farron. The Abyss Watchers set. I'd be a lot more interested in it if it didn't universally kind of suck ass against slashing damage, which is, I don't know, like half of what is killing me anymore. Oh, feather arrow, the long range ones. So,
Ashen one. Huh.
I was curious about that. That's kind of a neat little thing. And the Abyss Watchers were still super disappointing for what was apparently a big storyline fight. And I still have no idea what the fuck was meant by arrow, not hair, arrow fire. Did I just... Oh, no, that was what we got from Volner. And we can also make his Holy Sword, which we don't have the faith for, because we were 5 fucking short. Oh, that's neat looking. And that also explains it's relatively, well, it's not even that low weight for a greatsword. I mean, yeah, when compared to like the Wolf Knight's greatsword, sure. But it's roughly the same as the Mara. What did I spend the demon's soul on? I know I spent the stray demon's soul on the Hovel's ring. Or have I not gotten the soul of the demon? That's possible. And this seemed like it could potentially be pretty decent for a, I mean, admittedly, I don't know what the fuck spell buff means. We have a decent number of souls. I'm gonna check and see if we can upgrade shit.
Tis good, wasn't he?
We actually have a trio of weapons which all are using different upgrade materials. I'm actually tempted to spend those shards on the Cestus just to bump its damage up a little bit. Since I'm not using the broadsword at all.
Pretty be careful.
As such, I'm actually kind of tempted to I don't know if a single point in that would drop us below 70.
Welcome home, speak.
since
Very
obviously
well.
it would need to be
Then touch take no.
just 0.7 or less high.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
Now I could have used a calculator there, but yeah, that worked out.
Welcome us. Very well. Then touch take no. Farewell,
And
Ashen
I
One.
should be able to use some soul items to get another level. Those are going to be in the usable crap. I was also thinking about infusing, but none of my current used weapons are actually infusable. And I think, based off my stats right now, I'd want refined anyway. Since I apparently at some point decided I was going to go for a quality build.
Welcome us.
I think that's just a little bit shy.
Then touch take no.
Yeah, just
Farewell, Ashen One.
I do wish it said how many.
Welcome us. Speak. Very well. Then touch take no.
And I'm just going to go for 20 endurance, and then start leveling up strength and probably a little bit of dex again. I think dex is better for... Yeah, these two weapons have opposite scaling, which is what it is. The Mire has, generally speaking, just been very, very good for us. We've been invaded once, we lost. I'm really, really not concerned about PvP in the slightest. Just like I'm not really that concerned about keeping our Ember. If we can come across a boss quickly, good. It'll help us. That's not been really all that meaningful. Oh, that is super pretty. Where the fuck do we... Ah, there. Also, I like our greater consistency of set since swapping off the sellsword armor to the fallen knight armor. It, I think it just looks a little bit better. Oh, we have a doll. What the fuck are you? Cool, so that enemy doesn't give a shit about you rolling. Okay. Oh yeah, we still haven't done Ariandel. I have a small set of notes, by which I mean I have a 3x5 card that I have written on, like, 5 things. One of which was, I don't remember if I ever checked out going backwards from here. Going up there. I know I started up there a few times, but I don't know if I ever checked out. Okay, yeah, apparently I did. That was all I came here for. That's the problem with not updating your notes, because you forget about them. The only other thing on there is the cathedral, but I didn't remember to write down which. I think it's in front of the chapel, but it might be from the other bonfire. It's easier to get to. There is a little well, and there was a whole bunch of signs around it. Oh.
Hello? Anyone there? Anyone at all? Oh. I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me, Siegfried of Katerina. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my armor. Did you happen to see it anywhere?
Huh.
Oh, yes. I see. Not to worry. Great planning begets great fortune. An old tenant of the Knights of Katerina. And I am a master planner, I do say. I mean, maybe I can I've got...
Okay. So... what does this say? Well, it is what it is. Time to go back and die to that strange creature again, the crocodile. Crocodile ass dragon. Where the fuck did it come from? I wonder if that's a one-time encounter. Hmm. No, it's actually less health than I thought it was. That's about a point of vigor now. But it's also a much lighter ring than everything else I'm using, so it's not something easily replaced. I'm curious as to if other things will be as susceptible to frostbite as the crocodile was. I'd like to be using both of Pontiff's Eyes, but I don't really... Well, I could swap out something. What? Why is there a second bonfire? After like 20 feet? Yeah, that's not surprising that they're giving us anti-frostbite things. I wonder if this is susceptible to burning. I'm gonna bet that the answer pretty much universally is gonna be no. Weary Warrior. I'm not familiar with that one. I mean, it's a better name than most of them, but... Hurrah for Pointless? Why are... What the fuck? Well, that, somebody has gone feral. More Weary Warrior souls. I like the, flowers. They're kind of a neat touch. Huh. So, these are our first instance of enemies that are, actually have super aggressive. And, of course, they seem to be specifically designed to... what? That was strange. I was still a little bit confused by the first one that we killed not reappearing though. These don't feel like one-time enemies. I also don't know why we got stuttering there. Ah, because they're not one-time enemies. So, as ever, the Mire great sword, it does work. This is, I think, the first time where I've actually had occasion to want to use the Mire sword two-handed. The fuck are you? The fuck are you? God, Irithyll just has all sorts of fucked up shit. So that enemy really seems to be designed to counter aggression. But, I mean, it also didn't help that I didn't know what the fuck I was dealing with. The faster recovery from some of those hit stuns is annoying. Yeah, I don't get the faster recoveries. Aside from, again, trying to fuck with aggression on an enemy that I think we saw 10 attacks in a row, first time that we got killed. And they have ranged attacks, so... And lock-on doesn't like fucking working. Ah, Pontiff Knight Shield. That at least tells me what the fuck they are. A weird fucking shield. Yeah, it's light. So it appears my answer is definitely just going to be using the fuck you, game. I sure do like when I get the enemy in the middle fucking third and lock on tells me to go fuck myself. This is straight up the worst fucking lock-on system I have seen. The fact that you don't have dick all as far as correction if you aren't using the lock-on. Is incredibly frustrating. And I am glad I rushed that, since there are two Pontiff Knights right there. Now I am wondering whether I want to use one-handed or two-handed for a lot of this shit. But frankly, a lot of the time, the one-handed doesn't feel like it would have sufficient damage. Nine, huh? I bet that's a ring. I bet wrong. What the fuck is that then? One of these? Oh yeah, I can... Maybe? I don't know who the fuck I'd turn those into. Oh, I guess it is just the Pyromancer. Oh, it's a spell. The miracle. The deranged evangelist. Neat. Normally I'd be sitting here going, well, that was kind of pointless, but it didn't really cost us anything but time. To get back to where we were would, you know, just not be that big of a deal. And I don't think it's worth going back to the bonfire and respawning all of those enemies. So up there, there is a caster and 2 of the regular knights. Ah, a bonfire. That's an ominous sound. Who are you? Oh, you're not actually anybody. Proof of a conquered cath. Okay, so that's going to be a covenant item, but for which covenant? Will it say? Blades of the Dark Moon. Okay, so that is cops, I think? Or is the Blue Sentinels cops still? Is it a different type of cop?
Oh, I thought it might be you. Good to see you. I never managed to find Horace.
Same.
But my duty must be done, even alone, as an unkindled Lord Seeker. For the children I knew, bless their souls. We all have our reasons, don't we? Please, take this. Recompense for my foolish request. And also a token of protection. May the flames guide your way.
Oh, nice. Nice. I actually have no idea which one would be more useful most of the time. I'm tempted to just rock both. Because this doesn't always give us HP from hacking. And I think both of them would provide the same amount of HP.
You are I would do well to learn. May the flames...
Yeah.
Ahmed.
So between those two and our Lest Cestus, roster of night. What the fuck? The reason I keep going to key items is because I'm kind of assuming. Oh. So this is like the Forest Covenant, folks. I have to assume that enemy is what... Oh, nice. Oh shit, I haven't used the other one. I could have a +5, which I'm pretty sure would completely invalidate the Estus ring. Assuming it's like prior games. Normally 5 is the soft cap, and after 5 you get really, really shitty returns. Yeah, I hadn't noticed the additional enemy pop in. I should have healed. Wasn't a big deal. I don't think I would ever be in a position of intentionally attacking enemies that have shields up frequently enough to really want that. Although, I mean, against NPCs, it's probably really good. Where the fuck? Oh, yeah, burning. I don't know why I hit B instead of just going back to the Church of Yorshka. Yorshka's kind of a weird name. I see, it's over there. And see, that's weird because I don't get why sometimes we just don't bounce. Actually, I probably should have been one-handing the sword, thinking about it. Sweeping attacks would have been much more useful against those dogs. Okay, yeah, again, bumping up 2 levels massively increases the speed. Okay, that's kind of spooky. Okay, so... yeah, the enemies that came from above hit a fair bit harder. So I think that blue thing was the Estus recovery. Shriving stone. Certain that's useful for somebody. Surprised that one didn't drop down. Chest ahead. Uh-huh. Although I suppose it could be outside. I had not noticed that there were 2 levels there. The torches were doing a lot of work here. Yeah, no, I should have noticed that there were 2 levels, but I just didn't do a very good job paying attention. Okay, so that is one way. Ah. Yorshka's spear, and it looks kind of like the Santir's spear. If you're not familiar with 2, the Santir's spear was a spear that kind of sucked in its default configuration because it was a little bit slow and didn't do super great damage, but once it was broken, what happened was there was a rock that was attached to the spear, and when it broke, all that happened was the rock went away, and then it was, well, you didn't have to worry about it breaking further. You just had a really good weapon, and also it then used the Twin Blade moveset while still having a pretty decent spear's damage. Twin Blades, generally speaking, being otherwise slightly lower damage. Well, I've not... Oh, I didn't think there was going to be 2 of them. I've not fully navigated this area, but that does look like the path behind us is probably the way to go. On the other hand, it also looks like there might be a shortcut from there. Possibly one of those are not real walls. Okay, this falls a lot higher up than I thought it was. I don't know why that interrupted that attack. like that one I get. I ran out of stamina. I'm surprised there's nothing over here. And I guess to a certain extent. Ah, I see. That, that swamp looks... What is the best way to put that? Amana-like. Yeah, we can kind of jog in the water. It's very pretty. But you know what else was very pretty? Amana. Oh, I just noticed that it does not take stamina to do that jogging. Whoop. Even killed you, dude. Well, apparently there's... Well, it could have been an invader, too. Wait, is that an item? The shininess of everything makes it really difficult to discern what is and isn't items. It looks like there's two of the skeleton spider creatures over there. I'm not seeing anything else. I'll probably come back for that. Specifically because I do see more items over this way. And a promising under the bridge location. Wait, bonfire ahead. Hell yeah. So I've still not seen hide nor hair of Sigvard's armor. It could be, but it's not gonna be. So I ain't seeing anything there. Which I suppose makes sense for a mostly unappraised message. Ah. What could be down this cubby hole? Could it be nothing? Excellent. I was half expecting another one of those crocodiles to pop up behind us. Okay. I do think opening up with that attack does make those a lot easier. Just because it just has such great hit stun. Huh. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. The slugs were faith slugs. And now I am kind of mentally going back and forth on what you could do for puns like that. And my brain can't get past the pun of faith huggers. Actually, it might not be a bad idea just to have the torch equipped. I have the equip load for it since I'm not rocking the Irithyll. The Irithyll straight sword. Oh, those are not Pontiff Knights. Those are some other. Oh, those are what? Why are they running away? So they're trying to get you to chase, so that the Pontiff Knights can fuck you up. Luckily, I am too experienced with Dark Souls rather than too smart or anything to fall for there. I should probably start occasionally trying to finish those off with the Cestus. More because the damage on the Cestus isn't terrible than anything else. I get about 100 damage per hit with it, and I mean, it's not like I'm using it for trying to parry anyway. Even though that's kind of what it's supposed to be there for. That was the plan. Like most of my plans in Dark Souls, it didn't work out. Get treasure ahead. Uh-huh. Is that treasure a slide off into the void? I mean, turning around, I nearly got a slide off into the void. Huh. There we go. So this is going to be a hub for a little bit. Time to check our sliding off into the void treasure. Huh. I'm actually surprised we can walk back up that. Fucking bouncing candelabra. Oh, this is a second thing. You know, it strikes me. Oh yeah, I should probably turn in those tomes. Assuming this is the...
I am pleased. Well, well. I've never seen this inscription. Fascinating. I'm afraid I cannot accept this pyromancy tome is dark. I cannot comprehend this much. It is a spell forbidden. Only one terribly afflicted.
Huh. Well, fuck.
Do not be gone for long.
Wonder if... I'm not even going the right way. Our miracle teacher.
Oh, champion, do you wish to hear a tale?
Nope.
Have a pleasant journey.
I don't think we have the stuff to upgrade any... Oh, I never did up... Oh, wait, I did. I did upgrade that. Excellent. I still think it's probably the better call to upgrade it, just because it's seen use in the past while.
I don't want to...
And the broadsword hasn't seen use in a whole bunch of areas.
Ah,
Here I'm checking to see if she has the... She apparently does not.
Ashen One, bring me with... Is it not?
Maybe we would need to kill Sigbert for her to get the armor, which would make that like a new game plus type quest.
Very well, then.
And that doesn't make sense. Generally speaking, the Dark Souls games have not... Oh, that does not have a soft cap there.
Farewell, Ashen One.
That's fine. I'm generally pretty happy with our current endurance level. Current stamina level. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do here. Maybe... I don't remember her name. Oh. Huh.
Speak thy honorable.
I was gonna mess it up. I was thinking it was,
He is hollow, and will join thee in wedlock. A fellow of mine guides him at this moment. When the time is ripe, thou mayst make thy salutations.
interesting.
For what lord taketh no spouse?
I was thinking her name was Yulia,
Till we meet again.
so I was definitely going to fuck that up. Again, it's one of those Yuria my brain doesn't recognize as a name. Because it doesn't... Well, it's dumb. coincidentally, I am also dumb. Not much of a coincidence. Be wary of... Not incorrect. That's a neat way to open the cells. There's a chufty enemy walking around somewhere. Trying to brand me. Huh. Hey there, dog. Yeah, old sorcerer. As opposed to the regular sorcerer stuff. What's the difference? Who knows? Oh, why the fuck is my max health bar so short? Interesting. So apparently just lifting that brand is... Oh, and the health restored too early to actually give me back full health. Just lifting that brand was enough to, well, provide hit stun. So apparently it's related to that smoke, I'm thinking. Which... sucks. So I think that was mostly a zero-sum game there. That is creepy as hell. Yeah, it sounds good. Now, I have no idea, obviously, if that enemy attacked because we attacked the other one. I do know that one was rude as hell, but... yeah, at least we got our crystal lizard. I actually want to investigate this a little bit more before heading out there, since we're doing well on health and doing well on Estus. Huh. I think we'd be able to pick that one up. Does not open from that side, huh? So we need to drop down into that. Good to know. Probably from the prior bonfire. Probably after we get back to the prior bonfire. Well, I actually really like these enemies now, because they drop, well, have a chance of dropping Titanite shards, large Titanite shards specifically. Things I need to upgrade the Cestus. Also, objectively, the broadsword, but yeah, I'm not fucking using the broadsword lately. Ah, so mimics once again have wow. That kick did half my fucking health. Huh. It's apparently just a fucking passive. I'm not seeing a way around there. Mostly just using those to try to get some of the lost health back. I mean, I know I have 9 Estus. I'm just being cheap. That is seriously a dick move. Okay, so just stab him. Seems to be the answer. And that one seems to, well, I guess several of them seem to drop gems with some level of consistency. The Cestus using almost no stamina is really nice. Especially when you run up against an enemy that, just for whatever reason, does not take a lot of damage from any of your weapons. I know it's just that transformation gives them a lot of survivability. And I know that I have to be very wary of blood loss here. Great magic shield, huh? If only that had been for something that was worth it. Probably would be worth it if I used shields, but, you know. I think we're gonna take one more blood loss before the stuff wears off. Huh. I may have underestimated that. I don't remember the way to... Oh, it might be dependent on how much you roll. That's really kind of dumb if so. Where the fuck are we going? Do we need to drop down? I don't... I thought that was the same as... Yeah, it is the same. So I know I'm just missing something, I just don't know what it is. I mean, this is just the way back. There wasn't any paths in here, I don't think. And yeah, they cover up dropping down here. So unless it's in one of these cells. There it is. Okay. That is probably the relevant key for opening all the dang doors I was having trouble with. One more. What? I don't get why sometimes it shows you an enemy. Oh, not that one. Or what looks like an enemy's ghost rather than a player ghost. I suppose it might just be that sometimes it is actually a player ghost that looks like an enemy ghost, but I don't understand it. I'm not done with the jail is the issue. Oop. I was just trying to see if... Damn it. Okay, so that solved one of my concerns as far as locked doors. But we still have a whole bunch of other concerns. Okay, that is seriously just fucked. Good to know. visually. The most important enemy to kill is not the one that, you know, can potentially just fucking one-shot you. But, you know, Dark Souls 3. So, really what I'm getting here is between the shitty dungeons and the shitty bosses, I'm not sure why 3 would be anybody's favorite at this point. Like, the bosses we have yet to meet would have to be fucking out goddamn standing. Since right now, the bosses have been getting worse. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait, because there's no fucking reason to deal with this horseshit mechanic. Okay. So last time, what got us was a mimic. And there's also these guys, including one right behind here. Oh, those are the same things I've been seeing in the chairs. Same masks. Now, let's pop up here, see if this, has or leads to a bonfire real quick. Looks like the answer is no. Okay, I'll need to make that, there is the exit. I'm pretty sure this leads to the bonfire. Huh. Well, it leads to a spot where I've killed everything, which is unfortunately not the bonfire. So that's just a way to make you take fall damage. The safe one part is here, but it's not that safe. Oh, is that the path? Looks like that might be the path. Oh. Well, fuck you too, game. This really wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for these chuckle fucks. I don't know why the game didn't decided that I was going to swing from such a large fucking angle, but and I also don't get why these, like those fucking poison enemies, sometimes get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to their gas, even when their animations haven't fucking started yet. Huh. Maybe the jailbreaker door is the way to go. Since this sure as shit hasn't led anywhere useful. I wonder if mimics are susceptible to frostbite. Apparently the answer is yes. Estus shard. Excellent. Ah. Well, you know, I'll give him credit for one thing. They sure as shit are not afraid to put multiple blight towns in a row now. Strictly speaking, that's not a good thing, but you know. Gotta take your compliments where you can get them. Ah, good. Why the fuck am I taking that? Fucking Dark Souls 2 had a better goddamn health loss mechanic. And there, at least it made sense with the fucking cycles mechanic. Not that Scholar gave a shit about the whole cycles thing, but... You know, Scholar didn't give a shit about most things, including what the fuck the gameplay was going to be like. Which, you know, fucking same. Like, I've heard multiple times about, you know, 3 is really good about this whole areas are good for gameplay and lore. And right now I've run into 3 straight areas that suck dick for gameplay. Actually, no, sucking dick is a good thing, so... I've run into 3 straight areas where the gameplay loop seems to be designed around, oh, the player wanted to have fun? Fuck the player. And then the bosses suck ass, so it's not even a satisfying ending. Actually, no. That is being disingenuous. Irithyll proper was perfectly fine. Cathedral was shit. Cathedral had shit bosses. the deacons. I don't even remember what the fuck the Abyss Watchers were for. The Baron Keep, or whatever the fuck it was. Which wasn't anything special. And was tedious because of the poison. Cool game. Real neat deciding that, where I had once been in range, I no longer was. Well, so much for those souls. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. The game doesn't want you to run away from its shitty hitboxes. Okay, so this is just a shortcut to the same fucking spot. Sorcery's stronger, whatever. So I suspect that is a lethal fall. I don't know, though. Yep. Maybe if I'd been embered, but the rats would have probably taken care of that. Yeah, even if I don't get hit by the fucking whatever it was. I still don't get to have full HP. Well, that's neat. Hitboxes, y'all. Hitboxes. Apparently, if you Mario, their iframes get to tell you to go fuck yourself. Which is basically the MO of this entire shitty dungeon. Also neat that it didn't want me running for a fucking while. Can we even get those? We can. Only being able to see the ghost's shield is kind of amusing. It's good that we get those occasional moments of levity amidst this, Neat. Apparently, if you are a sufficient distance away, it just doesn't play the audio effect for it. Even though 1 and 2 did. You would like to know why sometimes getting hit twice is not sufficient for those rats? I mean, I know the answer. And I know the answer is hitboxes. I just wish there were a satisfying answer. Although in that case, the hitbox issue may have been that one of them had gotten ever so slightly higher. Well, so much for that. Yeah, the old mimic hat. Oh, and a dark clutch ring. Which would be relevant if we were doing any dark damage. I think the other one's also a mimic. Ah. Old cell key. Maybe that can open up the 2 relevant doors. Hello, basilisks. You here to, Cool. God, that curse raised ultra fucking quick. We got something. I don't remember what the fuck it was. Okay, so not that one. Attacking from behind is not sufficient to do it either. I know it's on the other side. It's down there, I think. Or it could have been down on the other side. Yeah, I can't tell. And apparently I was right. Apparently it was the other side. God damn it. Fuck. Well, good to know that the jump is apparently easy to accidentally do. Oh, that ain't the fucking cell key either. No reason not to go through here now, since it doesn't necessitate any damage. Or if it does, it's minor. And I still don't get where the iframes are on the roll. Which is always a fun time. Upside, we did not get hit by the wing this time. After we had gone in the hole. Neat, so those just need to have you in LOS to be constantly draining your health. And there's an item there. Probably want to grab it on the way back. Yeah, it's not even one of the actually good shortcuts, it's just this one. So you still have to cross the center path. Coming from the bonfire. Cool. Now, I don't see a... Yeah, I don't see a switch on either side, so... Dragon Torso Stone, huh? So these look like some of the knights we've faced before. And indeed seem to be responding that way, but slightly differently at the same time. Curse of the Branded also drains HP. Very good. Unlimited use. I'll probably need to check that out sometime. I want to kill all the... So much for that. What? Ah, some of them popped out of nowhere. Okay, another coal. A whatever the fuck that is. Tailbone short sword. Now I'm gonna recheck out what the hell that message said. Be wary of mob enemy. I'm gonna assume it's across this because almost universally the game has given us early bonfires. Unless it was over there, but I don't see it. It's weird because there were, you know, from the very center part of the prior bonfire, there was like a dozen paths out, and I somehow didn't find any of them. Really wish this lets you actually fucking look around, but Dark Souls cameras. That's a hell of a way to get a emote. So I know I have at least one Estus shard as well.
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't he? Lords, where did you happen upon this coal? This is much too dark. I see the abyss in it. Yet, a smith I remain. I won't turn down a request. But forget not, your fight is for the flame and for your fellow kin, just like mine. A cursed fate this may be, but hope remains, does it not?
And since I forgot to check that out, that lets us... Deep, Dark, and Blood. And Hollow, apparently.
I don't.
Right now, I just want to check out and see what the, since the gems seem to give a better description of than just checking them out. Ah. So for a caster, you might have like a simple offhand. Or a simple cestus, something of the sort. So... multiple ways of creating some of these items, which is kind of neat. So what I had been calling the crystal thralls are apparently oversized crystal lizards.
Ah, 'tis wasn't he?
Unleashed dragon. Interesting. Yeah, and I have enough large shards for the cestus again. And then it's chunks, and I have enough for that. Nice. We're still lacking significant white knight, twinkling titanite, and titanite scale. Still haven't checked out either any of these really. And we're not really using shields. Oh yeah, I wanted to at least look at... oh yeah, the issue with it was the faith requirement.
Prithee, be careful.
Well, let's check out the... yeah, its moveset seems to be kind of similar to both some of the aspects of a halberd and some of the aspects of a spear, rather than hammer, and it is what it is. Anyway, that is going to be it for me. I will try to be back tomorrow. Hopefully I either get a decent fucking area or get some decent bosses. It is what it is. The First area wasn't too bad, even with some of the respawning, it just... But... And the Irithyll wasn't too bad, it's just the Irithyll Dungeon was... fucking miserable. Anyway, be back tomorrow.